are back in the same spot with the same video, but part 2. Hey y'all, I'm thinking about bringing my intros back. It's kind of iconic for this channel. Like, I feel like y'all missed the intro. It might just be me, but I kind of missed the intro. Okay, let's just bring back the intro. What is up, YouTube? My name is Alyssa, for those of you who don't know. And for those of you who do know, welcome back to my channel.
I know it's been too long. I've been on the road too much. Had to get back to.
Oh, that felt good. Let me put on my sunglasses. I feel like that's just like, it just takes it there, you know? See how much more put together I look now that I have sunglasses on my head? A little life hack there, yeah? So I have the questions written in my notes again for part 2. If you guys haven't watched part 1, stop. Go watch part 1 so you can be caught up with the tea. Let's get started. How does mental health balance with this lifestyle? Is it good or bad for your mental? Honestly, you gotta have a strong mind and really thick skin, because hate comments are a real thing. Not really on my channel, thankfully, but they are still a thing and they still happen. This has been here the whole time and y'all wasn't gonna tell me. You have to have really thick skin in this industry because people voice their opinions and sometimes they're not wanted or needed. Yeah, your mental health, if you're not careful, could plummet. I've experienced it myself. In high school, well, school was the real main reason of my mental health. I was just like, to school, you know, like I really did not, y'all know, if y'all have seen my other videos when I was in high school, y'all knew I was not fucking with school. But I wouldn't say it's good or bad for your mental, but you just have to be careful, because if you let certain things get to you, like numbers, hate comments, hate DMs, anything like that, anything negative, if you let that get to you, it will affect your mental health. But then again, the longer you're on social media and a creator, you kind of get not used to it, but your skin gets thicker and you're just like, so it gets better. And if your mental health is plummeting, take a break. I'm the first person to tell you, take a break, because focusing on yourself and stepping away from that can really help and just ground you and prepare you to come back and be stronger. How to find your niche. Whatever you like to watch on YouTube, that should be what you like to create, not in every circumstance. There's some people that like to watch like random shit on YouTube but don't want to film that stuff, so it's not for everybody. But that's the main thing, is if you like watching certain types of videos, like if you like watching fitness videos and workout videos and you also like to do that yourself, that could be your niche. Or vlogs, productive like routines, anything like that. If you like watching that stuff, more than likely you're gonna like recording that, and other people just like yourself are gonna like watching those videos. Ask yourself, what do I like to watch, and would I be happy filming those videos for myself and on my own channel? And if the answer is yes, then there's your niche. Quick advice though, don't make your niche too small. I just realized that some people are probably not gonna know what a niche is. A niche, I'm gonna put the definition on the screen because I don't actually really know like a proper definition, but it's just like what you upload, I think. Like that's around what, like your niche is just like the type of videos and type of content that you like to post. Don't narrow your niche down too much. Like if you like doing hair videos, over time, you're gonna run out of stuff to do if your niche is too specific. My niche is vlogging and lifestyle, and that's good and pretty easy to not run out of ideas because it's just vlogging. Like you just record whatever you're doing. But if you're doing specific videos like fitness, don't make it too small to where you're only doing food videos or leg day. Like, you know, I don't really know because I have a broad niche, but yeah, just advice to you, do not make your niche too small, because over time you're gonna stress yourself out on new video ideas, because after a while you're gonna be like, what do I do? Like I've already filmed almost everything that people would watch. How did you deal with hate from local/classmates at the beginning of your YouTube career? I touched on this a little bit in the last video, but not really how I dealt with it. I just kind of said that was a thing, but I ignored it. Like, I'm just like, if you want to be me, just say that. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But I just kind of ignored it because I could just see right through that BS, so I just didn't really care. It did get to me a little bit because I'm like, these same people like I was friends with before, and now it's like a different energy that I'm getting from them, so it kind of sucked in that sense, but you just gotta ignore it. Were you embarrassed that people from school watched you? Not really. I kind of actually was like, oh, like people from my school be watching me, even if they would not admit to it. I knew, because it would like be certain things that they would say and I'm like, I know you be watching my videos. like, I know you be watching my videos. But it's like almost like they didn't want to admit to it. So that was another weird thing, because I'm like, I know you watch my videos, but the fact that you don't even like say anything to me about my videos, but the only thing you say to me is, oh, hey Hollywood, or hey whatever, it's like, do you hate me or do you love me? Like, but I know that people were like intrigued on how my videos were, so I know that people were watching them. But it was just kind of like, when I realized that nobody was saying anything like to me about my videos, it was kind of like, y'all are embarrassed that you watch my videos or something. Like, it's like everyone was trying to ride the wave with like hating on Alyssa, but half of everyone was watching it. But because the wave was just not supporting me for whatever reason, which I don't care, never gonna talk to you again, so I don't care, they like hid the fact that they watch my videos. So, but yeah, I wasn't really embarrassed. I was just like, that's cool that they watch my videos. Like, okay, they like it. In the very beginning, when I first started, my first video that blew up on YouTube, it wasn't on this channel, it was on a different channel, and it's still up actually, but it was like, get ready with me for the first day of junior year. And when I was filming that in school, people were trying to get in it so they could watch it later, or like be like, oh, I'm in your video, I don't know. But so that was like, it wasn't really embarrassing at that point. But even before that video, I was filming in sophomore year, and there was some like stares, but it wasn't really that bad. Most people, like I said, were just trying to get in the video. It was annoying as fuck though. They're like, oh, follow my Instagram, cut out, delete, the fuck. Like, no, I don't know what you thought this was, but this is not that. You got shout out money? No? Okay, so no, it's getting cut out. Like, why are you trying to shout out your Instagram? Now, some of them I would let it slide, but I'm telling you, it was people that I don't even talk to, that I'm not even really friends with, that you're trying to get in my video and shout yourself out. I hated that, because what are you doing? That's embarrassing. You're embarrassing. Is it true that other YouTubers would want to collab just for the money and not care about actually being friends? 120% true. Some were like deceiving, trying to act like friends to get clout, but others would just be straight out like, okay, let's just collab, you know, like get each other's followers. Like, it would just be a mutual thing. When me and Divine and Titus when we were in Florida and we collabed with Damari and Nunu, it was kind of like a mutual agreement. Like, it wasn't really said, but we knew, like, we're not friends, we just here to collab. Like, so it depends, but there are some snaky creators, a lot more than I'd like to admit, that are not there for your best interest, and they're there for your followers. So you just kind of have to watch out, because if you have the intent to be friends with them and you're like, oh, I like your energy, like I want to be your friend, they're not going to say no. They're going to be like, okay, let's be friends. But just watch out, because they sneakily get their way into having your clout. So you just gotta be careful. I personally wasn't very careful with previous friendships, and after they ended, I was like, damn, they run games on me. Like, damn, I really just gave them what they wanted. And then it's like, once they have what they wanted, the energy switches and it's not the same. And then you're like, I just got conned. It kind of sucks, because it makes you feel like, damn, am I not like worthy of being a friend? Like, I thought that we was cool. They are sneaky, a lot of creators. It just sucks. That's why I don't really have a lot of creator friends, because I'm like, especially if they have a smaller amount of following, you gotta like look twice, like, hold on. But yes, it is 100% true. Tips on gaining watch hours / increasing watch time. I do want to go more in depth in a different video about like just how to have a successful YouTube channel and tips on that. But I will say that watch time is very important, especially when you're growing and like trying to reach a certain goal or whatever. I mean, obviously you should always be aiming towards a new goal, but in the beginning, when you're really trying to grow, watch time is very important. You actually have to get 4,000 watch hours before you can even get monetized. So a lot of people that are like trying to get monetized, they're like asking like, how do I get my watch time up? This is how. If you can't sit through your own video, do not expect other people to. I watch my own videos before I upload them. I feel like a lot of creators do. You just watch it one time as a supporter. You watch it as if you've never seen it before, and if you can't even sit through it, it's time to cut some more out and it's time to continue editing some more. The longer people are on your video, the better, because YouTube sees that and they're gonna push your video onto other people's recommended pages, because they're like, oh, these people like it, let me show this other person or these other people. But yeah, watch time. I can't really talk because I talk a lot, but try not to talk too much in one setting, or try to switch up angles and shit like that so you can keep people on your video for longer. Pop stuff up on the screen, add sound effects, add music, zoom ins, all these different things, because that is what will keep people watching. The more you edit your videos and like keep them all over the place, kind of, that's what will make people want to stay and watch the whole thing. Maybe not the whole thing, that's very rare that a large majority of your viewers will watch your whole video, but if you go on like your analytics, you'll be able to see per video how long the average person stayed on your video. If your percentage is like 35 to 50, that's really good. It doesn't sound very good, but you'd be surprised. Is making money on YouTube easy? No, in the beginning it's not, because you have to work towards all the hours that I was just talking about. But once you have monetization, and even if you're not pulling in hella views, making money on YouTube, I don't know, it's not hard, but it's not easy, because you have to work for the watch time, you have to work for the views. The more views you get, the more money you make, because that's more people that are watching the ads on your videos, and the more ads watched, the more money you make. So it's kind of motivating to really work hard on each video, because you want that shit to blow up. You want obviously hella views, and not just for money purposes, but to gain subscribers. I look at my analytics per video in depth, and I look how many subscribers did I gain from this video, how many people were not subscribed before they watched this video. I read the comments and I take feedback. Like, it's a whole thing, but once you really get into it, it's easy, but it's just because you're used to it. Like, you're just like, okay, I have a goal. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's easy. Starting, like, getting to monetization is not easy, and it takes a lot of work, and that's where most people give up, honestly. And that's where you can tell who's passionate about YouTube and content creating and who's just in it for the money. Because I could not tell y'all how many fucking people I have personally talked to about this stuff and helped, and they're like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, help me. Okay, I'm not gonna help you, but I'll give you advice and I'll tell you how it works. I will literally turn blue in the face talking so much, and really, like, okay, not literally turn blue, but you know, like, talking so much, really laying it down for them. I don't do that anymore. Like, baby, that's not free no more, okay? But yeah, I would just like help them, and they would be consistent for like a week. And then they realize how hard it is and how much time it's taking to get to the money, and then they give up. Do not give up. If you want this, if you really want this to be your job and you want to create content, do not let the first like steps get in your way, and don't let them discourage you, because it's hard making 4,000 hours of content that people are watching. And it's more than that, because it's not, I don't really know, but just being consistent over time, you're gonna get those hours. And once you do, it's gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel so accomplished and just relieved. That will motivate you even more to like continue and start to make money. How do sponsorships work? So you'll either get an email or a DM, mostly emails. I don't really get that many DMs. If I get DMs, it's because they want to work with me on Instagram or TikTok. But I have my business email in my description of every video, so if any brands or any people working with brands or like behind brands see my videos, they go to my description, they click the email, they write an email, and they say, hey, we'd like to work with you, this is our brand, here's a website, like if you like what you see and you think that it would be a good fit for your channel, then let me know your rates. And sometimes rates, by the way, is just like how much you charge for a sponsorship. And then sometimes they'll even say like their budget, like, oh, we're working to pay with between this amount and this amount. I don't even want to tell you how much. It's a good amount, depending on how many like subscribers and views you have, obviously, but it's pretty good. Like, it pays more than YouTube and YouTube pays good. So just to put that in perspective for you. But yeah, they'll be like, send me your rates, and sometimes they'll even ask for your analytics within your past like few videos, or your demographics, so your female to male ratio, your age range, even the countries that your subscribers are in. If they like what they see and they're like, okay, and they want to move forward, they say, okay, give me an address, I'll ship you the product, this is how we're gonna do this. You're gonna talk about the product for 2 minutes, we'll pay you half right now and then half after you upload the video. And then they usually attach like a form of either a contract. The bigger brands tend to have contracts and the smaller ones don't, but they'll send you like a form and just it'll say like do's and don'ts or things to say, like examples. It's not like they give you a script, but they kind of give you examples of what you can say. Sometimes they'll give you a link to a video that another creator made about it and just kind of watch that and see how they did it. So they help you out pretty well, and it's not like super difficult. It kind of sucks when you have a lot going on at once, a lot of sponsorships, because you have to stay organized with that, and there's deadlines sometimes where they're like, okay, can you have this video done by this day? That puts a lot of pressure on you depending on how far away that date is. Before you even upload it, you send it to them. If they like it and they have no issues, then you can upload it and they'll send you the money. That's that, and they'll either work with you again or not. Or if they do see something that they want to tweak, they'll respond back and be like, hey, can you take this part out, or can you add this, or can you put this on the screen? And you could go back and forth with the brand a few times, and that is kind of annoying because I just edited this whole shit, downloaded it to my hard drive, uploaded it to YouTube, made it unlisted so I can send you the link. Now you ask me to redo all that? I mean, that's just what it is. Sometimes it happens. I would like to say that 9 times out of 10, they have no issues with my portion, but there has been a few that have asked me to like fix some stuff. It's pretty, that's the gist of it on YouTube. Instagram, it's kind of the same thing. It's just like, oh, post 2 story frames or post something on your feed or a reel or something like that, and they'll tell you what to say, like add this, here's your discount code, put this on the screen, here's the link to your discount, stuff like that. They help you, and they make sure that you know what to do. How long does it take to edit depending on the length of the video? You kind of answered it in the question, but it depends on the length of the video. My average video is about 30 minutes long, and the raw footage, if it's a vlog, the raw footage could be anywhere from like 2 to 4 hours of raw footage, and I have to go through each second and cut out and well, I still be leaving in a lot of likes, which I need to get better at, but a lot of pauses, like, see that part I would have cut out. I just want to leave it in for the point, but I would have cut that out. Doing montages, like when I'm cooking breakfast, the footage is like 20 minutes and it cuts down to 1 minute. So I have to go through like each second and figure out what I want to cut out, the angles, like all that stuff. So it takes a long time to even get through the rough cuts, which is just the editing portion of the video. Then on top of that, it text, zoom ins, add on like things on the screen, music. So the rough cut takes me about, I would say like 3 or 4 hours to do the rough cut. I don't know where I got that number from. I don't know if I'm just talking about this specific video, but it does not take 3 to 4 hours. It takes like 8 hours, maybe 12. Like, I don't know where I got that number from, but it takes a lot longer than 3 to 4 hours if the raw footage is literally that. Either in one sitting or over time. And then the music, tech, like the stuff that makes your video unique and your creative part, that takes less time. I would say maybe, yeah, like an hour and a half. But there have been probably more than 3 or 4 hours. I've edited videos in one sitting and it's taken me 8 hours. So it really depends. Like the week of my life, oh my gosh. Those I have to edit along the way, because if I just film a full week of vlogs and try to sit down and edit that shit, that would literally take me days to edit. But yeah, there are certain videos that I cannot edit the whole thing in one day. That's very rare. Yeah, it takes a couple days to like get everything ready. Now, if I'm like just motivated as fuck and I'm just on my computer editing, sometimes I get into trance and I just edit all day. And that's been happening more recently than anything. And I kind of like it. I'm not mad about it. But so now I literally just have editing days in my schedule where I just will sit down and edit all day. And I don't know how I don't get tired of that. It's just so fun to me. Is it hard to make true friends when being a content creator? Yes. You don't know what these people's intentions are. They're very good at hiding that shit. It sucks, because you really don't know people's intentions, especially if they already know you and like know who you are. You never know. Even non-creator people, like that's kind of why I go slow with my non-creator friends, just to kind of feel them out and see what they're really here for. A red flag, let me tell y'all some red flags just so you are aware, is if somebody's like trying to link with you for the first or like the first few times and they're already mentioning filming with you. Oh, we can make this video or we can do this. I got it. Like I can give you the ideas. You don't need to give me ideas that include you. So that, I watch out for that, and I've seen that with a few of my non-creative friends or just TikTok or Instagram famous friends, like not really on YouTube, that they'll mention like, oh, we can film this video. Like, no babe, hold on, my battery's flashing. Okay, we're back. But yeah, that's one of the main red flags. Another one is, I don't know, that's really like the main one. If they try to be in a video before you even offered, or if they just post you a lot, they come around and they're always recording something or they're always filming you like in their Instagram story, and they mention you and then they're like, why didn't you repost it? Red flag. Because what the fuck, I don't have to. But yeah, overall it is kind of hard because you just don't know everybody's intention. I ran out of questions. I thought that I would have more, so let me go on my archive and get more questions. This one says, do you think that this career path is oversaturated? This platform in general is probably never going to be oversaturated because there's room for literally everybody. People watch different creators for different reasons, and notice, for example, the beauty industry, that shit kind of dead now, but let's take it back a little bit. James Charles, Manny MUA, Laura Lee, Jeffree Star, Nikita Dragon, Bretman, like all these beauty people, you watch them for different reasons, for their different personalities and their different styles and how they do their makeup. Like I literally watched almost all of those people for different reasons, even though they were making the same content. There would be videos that they would all make, like reviews on certain brands or certain products that they would literally all do, and I would still watch them because it's just a different person, a different personality. So I really don't think that this platform is oversaturated. There are a lot of people on here, but there's room for everybody. It's really no competition. Like, you're competing with yourself at the end of the day because you're just trying to get better for yourself. You can't come on this platform trying to be like somebody else or trying to make content exactly like somebody else. That's not gonna work. Like, it might for a little bit, but over time you're gonna run yourself to the ground if you're just looking up to like a specific person and trying to mimic their content, because that's just them. Like, you got to be your own person on this platform, and that's kind of why I like it so much, because you could be yourself and make money from it. Like, I literally love this platform. I've always loved YouTube before I was making money, so it's really nice to do what you love and make money from it and make a good living off of it. It's wonderful, and I really am grateful that I'm on this platform and that I make the money that I make, and that it's only gonna get more. It's only up from here. So yeah, you're really only in competition with yourself. If you find that you're low-key or think that you're competing with somebody, you're not. Get that out of your head. You're not competing with nobody. There is room for everyone on this platform. So I don't think it's oversaturated. What do you do when you get creator's block? Honestly, for me, that means it's time to take a break, because when I don't have creator's block and I'm just like thinking of all these video ideas, which is me now, like I have such like a lot of inspiration of a whole bunch of different videos I can make. It just means I'm motivated. When I don't have anything to film, it's because I'm doing that to myself. I'm blocking my own creativity, and that means it's time to step back and just remember what I love to do and do things that make me happy. And then when I come back, I can look at things a different way and just record different things that I wouldn't have even thought of, because I was kind of being negative, like, I don't have anything to film, I don't know what to film, I don't know what to film. When you keep saying that, it's gonna come back to you and it's gonna be that, like, you just don't have any ideas. So yeah, when I get creator's block, that's kind of when I go ghost, but I honestly don't see that happening. I just have so much inspiration from myself, and you have to really like be in tune with yourself and know what makes you happy, and then turn that into a video, baby. Some of these are like video ideas. They did not understand the assignment. How does the payment process work? So you get paid once a month on YouTube. It's not from YouTube, it's from Google AdSense. I actually have a video on my first YouTube paycheck and how the whole process went, so I won't go into too much depth. If you are interested in that, you can watch it. It's kind of old, but it's still, everything in there is fact. But yeah, you get paid once a month on the 21st. If the 21st falls on a Saturday or Sunday or a holiday, baby, you're not getting paid on the 21st. You're getting paid the next business day. So sometimes the 21st will fall on a Saturday and I'm like, damn, I'm not getting paid till Monday. But that's the only thing that I had to learn the hard way. The first time that it happened to me, I was like, what's happening? Like, why did I not get paid today? And then Monday comes and I'm like, oh, there it is. So yeah, you get paid once a month. So I don't know how to like say it properly, so I'm gonna just give you an example. The month of May, from the 1st to the 31st, you're making money. Anytime you upload a video during that month, it's collecting into your monthly check. On the last day of May, that's it. That's all the money you made that month. Then you continue into June and you keep making content for June. Then June 21st comes and then you get the payment from May, all that money that you made in May. So it's like kind of like a month behind. That's why you kind of have to like think ahead. When I took a break, I literally went ghost for a month. I knew I wasn't gonna be making any money, or at least any new money. Like, I was still making money from the old videos that people were watching, so that was nice, but I knew like, okay, I'm not gonna make as much, nearly as much as I would when I'm posting. So I know that on the 21st of this month, my check is gonna be light, but that's why you kind of have to just budget and financially plan well for yourself so you don't fuck yourself over. Because I'm gonna be real, I fucked myself over before. In high school, for some reason, I don't know if it's just because I didn't have bills and I just didn't do anything and like just didn't really care to spend my money, but I had all this money and I just didn't spend it. Like, I would on certain stuff, like I would go shopping and like do other stuff, but it was nothing compared to what I spend now. So once I moved out, I did not save for my apartment because I had all this money that I wasn't spending. First mistake, because I literally spent all that money, not all of it, but a lot of it on my apartment. I shouldn't have done this, but I didn't know what I was doing. I literally bought everything in one go for my apartment. I bought my couch, my bar stools, all my tables. I bought my my balcony chair set. I bought my bed. I bought literally everything, all the furniture I want on Amazon. It was like 2 in the morning and I was just buying shit, but so that hurt my pockets because I literally jumped. Like, I was like, oh, where's my money? Like, it's all in the apartment now. Then groceries, and then everything in the apartment. So there was shit that I didn't even like think that I'd have to buy. A damn ice cream scoop, fucking measuring cup, like everything. You have to think of everything. So if you're about to move out, or if you're thinking of moving out, please save. It don't matter how much money you make, it's expensive to move, like especially when you're starting over and you're buying everything new furniture, everything. It is very expensive. Everything, you have to take all of that into account. I did not, so I thugged myself over the first few months that I was here, and I was like, damn. Like, so yeah, there's just some advice. Even though you're making all this money, you have to still budget right, because YouTube is so fluctuating that one month you can make so much money and the next month you can make half of that. So you really have to be careful with your spending. I had to learn that the hard way, and I'm still learning it. When people ask you, what do you do for a living, and you say YouTube, do you often feel embarrassed? Hell no. I'm like, yeah, I do YouTube. And most people are like, oh my god, that's so cool. Like, what? No, I'm not embarrassed at all. I love this as my job. Like, I really do love it, and I glow when I'm talking about it. So, and people can see that. They're like, oh wow, like they're intrigued and impressed more than just like, what? I've never gotten a bad response from anyone asking what I do, and I tell them YouTube. You be having beef with other YouTubers over various things. It's never really anything that has to do with like content or like them online. It's their personality, but it's not really beef. I don't beef with anybody. Like, I don't. If I don't like you, I don't like you, and you're cut, and that's that. But yeah, there are some YouTubers that I'm like, stay over there, please, like, please. But it's never like beef, like, oh, like, no. Like, once I just don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you, and we don't talk. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. The main thing is trying to run games on me for my clout. That is the main thing that I'm like, get the fuck away from me, please. Like, I hate that. Like, bro, just grow authentically. Like, why are you trying to, I don't know. I've grown authentically. I have not like intentionally collabed with somebody for their clout, unless it was literally mutual. Yeah, I don't know. If you grow authentically, it's better anyways, because people are like, oh, I'm here for you. Like, not because my other favorite YouTuber recommended you, no. Or just because I seen you in my other favorite YouTuber's video, like now I'm here watching you, waiting for them to come up on your channel. Like, it just does not work. These are pretty repetitive now, so I'm gonna end the video here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned some more stuff. I need to get back to my regular content, my vloggy vlogs, because I know that y'all missed those. I am filming a week in my life as we speak, so be on the lookout for that in a few days. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for giving me this lovely platform to be myself and make money while doing it. Make money while doing it. I'll see you guys in my next video, and until then, bye.